of us are having challenges with battery, be it car batteries, be it deep cycle batteries, also regarded or known as solar batteries, and we experience a lot of problems. You purchase a battery today, before you can say Jack Robinson, the battery is no longer functioning very well. Before you know what is happening, you can't even use it to start your car in the morning, or it will no longer be able to power the load you have in your apartment. This is as a result of different factors affecting the battery, and that is why you are experiencing these problems in your various places. My name is Christopher Okwoke. You are highly welcome to my YouTube channel, Nico TV 247. Please, if you are just joining us for the first time, do us well to subscribe to our channel, like our channel, and also click on the notification bell so you will always get updates on our tech. Today we shall be discussing the problems we face with batteries. How can you identify a good battery, be it car battery, be it deep cycle battery, SMF, be it tubular batteries? They all have the same principles. First, battery comes in different ampage and in different voltages. So, for example, when we want to get a battery for your cars, your SUVs, your saloon cars, your trucks, they come in different amps. It is not as easy as it seems. There are a lot of factors to consider when going for a battery. One of which is, how many amps of battery are you looking at? What exactly is the battery going to power? I am using battery in my cars. I'm also using it for my solar system. And I will tell you that I also face challenges with my battery, and that is the essence of bringing this video to you, to educate you on what to look into when trying to purchase a battery. We have battery in different voltages, in different ampages, but this is not necessary. You already know what you are looking for. Probably you are looking for a battery for your car, and you go to the market and you purchase this battery. After 2 weeks or after a month or some months gone, you just notice that by the time you try kickstarting your car, it's no longer responding. You say, is this not the battery I just got a few days ago? These are things that we need to look into so we can be able to identify and resolve the issue we are facing with batteries. There are different types of battery. We have the gel batteries, we have the AGM batteries, we have lithium batteries, and other types that you can think of. We have the tubular batteries as well. Majorly for our car batteries, is either we are using the AGM battery or we are using the gel batteries. And for our solar system, we make use of either the SMF battery or the tubular battery, because the lithium battery is highly expensive and a lot of people cannot afford this battery in their homes. Now, when you go out to get a battery, first you have to check, what is this battery going to power? The battery that you are using to power a saloon car shouldn't be the same battery you should use to power a truck. A saloon car can be using a 75 ounce battery comfortably, but this might not also work well for a truck. The CCA means the cold cranking arms of the battery. I will try to simplify it in the best way you can understand. I'm not going to go into definitions of these terms. You can check that up if you want to go in depth. But the CCA is the cold cranking arms of the battery. Let me give you an instance. If, for example, you go to a gym house, for the guys, you go to a gym house and you are about lifting probably a 200 kg. By the time you lift your gym up, you get? Now, the number of time the number of minutes that you can hold this your gym until you feel that your muscles are getting weak to bring it back down is your cold cranking arms. So let's say, for example, by the time you lift off this, you lift up this your weight, and you are able to hold it on air, suspend it that way for 10 minutes, then your cold cranking arms is 10 minutes. This simply means that for every 10 minutes you can hold your gym like this, and you have to drop it back, then you have to wait to recover some strength before you take another lift. This is what we regard as cold cranking arms, and it also have a big significance in our batteries. All right, let's go ahead. Now for batteries, the cold cranking arms is the energy that the battery can hold for 30 seconds. When you want to start your car, within 30 seconds, how many energy can you draw out from this battery? This is what we call the cold cranking arms. That energy you draw and you release. This is what goes out from the battery at once. And then as soon as the car starts up, the energy is being returned back to the battery. So if your battery does not have adequate CCA, it simply means it will not be able to start up your car. Then what you see is, brrr, brrr. You got it? You got it? All right. This is what you see. Brrr, brrr, brrr. It will not start. This is as a result of low cold cranking arms. Then this tells you that this battery is dying already. A term that you should look into is, we are going to talk about the IR, also regarded as the internal resistance of the battery. This is very important in battery. In fact, it is one of the most important factors in the battery. Now, let's talk about the IR of a battery, the internal resistance of the battery. Car batteries, solar batteries, most of them comes in 12 volts or in 24 volts. Now, when a 12 volts battery is fully charged, you can have a 12.8 volts or up to a 13.5 volts when it is fully charged. While when it is low, really low, you have between 10.5 to 11.0, depending on the make and model of the battery you are buying. Today, we are just discussing basically on how to identify a good product. How to know that this product is going to serve me. It's in my country, Nigeria, from my research so far, I've been able to ascertain that a lot of batteries that are in Nigeria are already dead. A lot of batteries we are buying as brand new batteries, they are already dead on arrival. However, for a whole lot of us, we can't even identify the date of manufacturing. Neither do you know the date of expiration of the battery. Whatever the manufacturer tells you is what you take. Sometimes they code the production date. Sometimes there is no production date. Whatever comes in, you buy. And you feel like, oh, I got a new battery. But you don't even know that battery is already dead. I will show you practical videos of batteries I've tested. So I'm not going to review the names of these batteries. I'm not going to reveal the company names, but I will show you practical tests of brand new batteries that were already dead on arrival. It doesn't mean that these batteries will not serve you. They will serve you, but the number of years that it is meant to serve you, it will not get to that year for you. It will not serve you up to that number of years because this battery is already dead. So, but because it is still new, you can use it for quite some time before you eventually condemn it totally. So let's talk about the internal resistance of the battery. Internal resistance of a battery is one of the most important factors to consider when getting a brand new battery. Let me explain this. If you drop a little water on the floor and you get a foam, and soak that little water, a big foam, and soak on that little water, you will notice that the foam will absorb the water, and even when you turn the foam, whatever way you turn it, the water will not spill out because the quantity of the water is too small to, to go off from that foam that you use in cleaning it or absorbing it. Now, this situation also applies in batteries. Now, when you pour a whole lot of water on the floor and use that same foam to soak it, and the foam is fully soaked, by the time you raise that foam up, you find out that the water in that foam will start dripping out immediately. This tells you that this foam is filled up and it can no longer hold water. This is applicable in batteries. That is what we call the internal resistance level of the battery. Now, battery is highly affected by what we call corrosion. This can actually be removed by desulfifying the battery. And we don't have the facilities to do this in our country, especially in Nigeria. We cannot do battery desulfur. Now, when there's a lot of corrosion, when your battery is getting old for your car battery, sometimes you start seeing some whitish thing whitish, you start seeing some whitish substance that will be on your battery head. Now, this thing you are seeing, this whitish something whitish substance that is on your battery head is what we call corrosion. Now, this substance you are seeing on your battery head, on your battery terminals, the positive or negative terminal, depending on where it is coming up, also can be found inside the battery cells. The battery is made up of cells. Now, when these cells start having this whitish or sometimes blackish substance covering the cells, the plates, they have plates inside the battery. When this substance covers these plates, it means that this battery has been corroded. And what happens now is that the internal resistance of this battery will increase. What it simply means that when this battery is free from corrosion, the plate is clean. And this means that this battery resistance level, internal resistance level, is single digit, is low, near to zero. Now, when it is low, near to zero, it simply means that this battery has more strength, like endurance. It has more endurance. You don't understand. This battery has more endurance. You understand? To hold energy. And the amount of hour it will take to expel its energy will be more. It will be elongated. You understand? So when the internal resistance is relatively low, it simply means that the battery has more strength to hold energy. When it is high, the battery is having much lower strength. The higher it gets, the lesser the strength of the battery to hold energy. When it is above, say, 20, your battery is dead. When your CCA is less than 100, your battery is dead. You understand? So you should take note of this. Look at the CCA, look at your internal resistance, and also the weight of the battery tells you a lot that this battery is very okay, that this battery is good or not. If you see, a good battery will be weighty, to be really weighty. For say solar batteries, deep cycle batteries of 200 amps. Let me use 200 amps as a case study. A good 200 amps battery should give you at least 65 kg. A good 200 amps battery should weigh at least 65 kg. To get something better, you should be looking at from 70 kg upwards. SMF tubular batteries. From 70 kg upwards, you know that this battery is, man, it's going to serve you. I tell you, it's going to serve you. Now, when you get, you go to the market to get a battery, like I told you, the most important thing we are looking at here is the level of charge of the battery. Maybe you look at the level of charge of the battery, you look at the CCA, cold cranking amps of the battery, you look at the internal resistance of the battery, and you look at the weight of the battery. Let me rephrase. Most important factors to check when getting a brand new battery. One is the weight of the battery. Two is the cold cranking amps, the CCA of the battery. Three is the internal resistance level of the battery. These are the three major factors you need to check before purchasing a brand new battery. To check for this, you can get a battery analyzer, something like this. This is a battery analyzer. You can use this to check for, these factors I just mentioned. You can use this to check. See, it has its knobs, the positive and negative terminal. You place the red one on the positive terminal and the black head on the negative terminal of the battery, and you will be able to read. I will show you how to read this. With this, you'll be able to know the CCA of the battery you are about to purchase. You'll be able to know the internal resistance level, the voltage of the battery, as well as the rated amps of that battery you are about to purchase. This cannot tell you the expiring date of your battery. Please note this. This is one tool you can use. It's called a battery analyzer. I'm not advertising any particular brand to you. Go get any battery analyzer that you can access around your environment. It's going to work for you. There is no particular product I'm selling to you. Thank you. This is also a battery testing machine. This is not really an analyzer. This can be used to test the internal resistance of the battery. You can use this for testing the internal resistance of the battery. I call it a manual tester, though it has a digital display that tells you the voltage of the battery at that given time. But this can be used to test the internal resistance of the battery. If the battery is dead, as soon as you hit this knob here, bam, as soon as you hit this knob, it will turn off immediately. But if the battery is okay, as soon as you hit this knob for 10 seconds, hold it for 10 seconds, it will, you see it to drag the battery to probably 10.5, and the LED will change to either green. When it's on green, you know that battery is very good. But if it is yellow, you know this battery is getting weak. If it's on red, it will trip off, telling you that the battery is bad, straight up. That is what this does. It's much heavier, and it has an element. It has heating element in it. So this will also work for you. But an analyzer is better. I will show you the two. Using an analyzer, battery analyzer is much better than using this, because this, in as much as it tells you your internal resistance level, is also somehow over laboring your battery at that given moment. Okay, so I prefer you go. This is handy. It does not consume anything from your battery. It does not make use of battery. It uses your the battery you are testing to power. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead. I'm dropping this. Thank you very much. So, if you are just joining us, you are welcome to Nico TV 247. Here we are discussing tech at the moment. We are talking about how to identify good batteries. Please, if this is the first time of joining my channel and this video is of help to you, please hit the subscribe button, click on the like button, and also hit the notification bell so that you get updates on our videos. Thank you very much. Please share these videos. You might not be telling who you are helping. Batteries are causing a whole lot of problem for a whole lot of us. So share this video to as many people as you can. You might be saving someone that just wants to buy battery. Like I said, a lot of batteries that arrive in Nigeria, my own country, they are already dead on arrival. A lot of batteries in Nigeria. One major problem we have is that the consumer protection is not really working in this country. And this is why we are buying a whole lot of rubbish outside. We spend our hard-earned money to get rubbish. It's really painful. Sometimes, most distributors or wholesalers will not even allow you to test your battery to be sure that you're getting a good battery before you go. They will just tell you it's good, it's good. When you say, okay, I want to test the battery, they say, no, you can't test the battery. A lot of them will not allow you to test the battery to be sure that this battery that you are buying is good. Some will not allow you. However, if you are lucky, the battery will work for you. But to be on the safe side, if you can get a battery from someone that allows you to test with your analyzer, better. You'll be able to get something much more affordable. So I advise you, when going next to get a battery, go with a battery analyzer. It is very, very important, and it will be of good help to you to save you from getting something that is bad. Make use of your battery analyzer. Now, I'm going to show you some of the tests I did on different batteries in Nigeria. First, we have a dead battery. I'm going to do the test with our battery analyzer for a dead battery. This battery is 210 amps battery. I'm not going to mention the name of the product. It's a 210 amps battery. Place our battery analyzer on it, and we scroll down to quick tests. Then select the ampage of the battery. The battery we are testing right now is 210 amps and is an SMF battery. So we select it, you see it start testing. As it's testing, within a second it will display the battery condition. Now first, this battery we just tested, as you can see, the health of this battery is 0, telling you that this battery is totally dead. The health is 0. The charge level is 100%. It is fully charged and is 0. This is a deep cycle battery, SMF deep cycle battery. What this tells you is that as soon as this battery is filled up, but when you on an appliance in your house, you just see that it will go from 12 volts straight to 10.5 and everything will trip off. This is the effect of these figures we are getting here. When you have a situation where your battery health is 0, your charge level is fully charged, 12.5, 12.8 volts, and your internal resistance level is very high, and your CCA is less than 100, my brother, that battery don't die, you. The battery is dead. That battery don't die, like it's dead. You can also make little money from battery recyclers. You sell this battery to them for some amounts. Maybe you add some amount and get a new battery for yourself. This is my advice for you. Don't try fixing it, giving it to battery maintenance people, telling them that they should work on the battery, that the battery is going to come back to life. My brother, just forget about all those things. Just go to the market, sell out the old battery for some little token, add some money, and get a brand new battery for yourself. That is the only way you have peace of mind with regards to battery. So for this battery we are testing, we can see that the battery health is 0, the charge level is 100, the internal resistance is 59.80, telling you that this battery is dead. Once your internal resistance starts going into double digits, your battery is already dying. Once it's above 20, that battery is already dead. You understand? For this battery, the internal resistance level, the IR, is 59.80. This means there is no remedy. It's gone. And the battery is rated for 1,120 amps. This is a dead battery. Now, this battery, we use our battery analyzer to test this battery. You can see, we made use of our battery analyzer to test this battery, and we'll be able to tell. You can see it says replace. What it's telling us is to replace the battery, meaning that this battery is dead. There is nothing we can do about it. Going further, we also decided to use our battery testing machine, which is this machine. We also went to test that dead battery with this machine. Now, see what that did, what this machine did, the way it responded to the battery. Our analyzer have already told us that the battery is dead. Our analyzer already told us that this battery is dead. Now, we went ahead to test with the battery testing machine. Now, after it has been plugged, our testing machine told us that this battery is seated at 12.8 voltage. Now, look at it. As soon as you click it, bam, you see it tripped off immediately. Tripped off immediately. Now I left it, it returned back to 12.4, 12.5. It returned back to 12.5 when I left it. But you see, as soon as I hit that knob, the light tripped off, telling that this battery is dead. This battery don't die, like it don't die dead. You know, it is deading. You understand? Okay, now, going further, we decided to test another battery. This time, this is a brand new tubular battery that I bought from our distributors or battery sellers in Nigeria. This is a 150 amps tubular battery, brand new. Now look at the result we got when we tested this with our analyzer. Now, I click on quick test, I select 150 amps, I'm testing it right now. Watch the results that we are getting. Good. This is a brand new battery. The health is 10%. It is not good, but it's a brand new battery. The health is 10%. The CCA is 294 for a brand new battery in Nigeria. Tubular battery is bad. The charge level, as you can see, is 100%. You see that it is fully charged, 13.44 volts. That is the record we are getting. As you can see, the internal resistance level of the battery is still on single digit, 8.26. This is why this battery can serve us for some time, maybe 2-3 years or 1 to 2 years, because we still have a low internal resistance level. So because of this, we can still use this battery for some time. But frankly speaking, this is not a good deal. I did a bad buy. This battery is already dead on arrival. This is a brand new tubular 150 amps battery that I got from the market here in Nigeria. How bad can it be? I spent a whopping sum of 105,000 naira to purchase this battery that is already dead. Let's go to the next battery. I'm not going to mention the names of these batteries. I will do, in my next video, I will recommend batteries that you can use for those of you that are into solar. I will recommend batteries that you can buy that can serve your clients, for the installers, or for you that want to go to the market. I will just recommend a product for you. I will show you the analysis of the battery. You will see for yourself. When you go to the market, you test it yourself. compare it with other products, and you will see the difference. And when you use it at home, you will also tell the difference. You understand? So let's test our second battery. Our second battery is also a brand new tubular battery. Our second battery is also a brand new tubular battery. It's a 180 amps battery. Now we've placed our battery analyzer on it, our red terminal on our red head, our black head to the black terminal, and next we have to reduce it to the ampage, the rated ampage of the battery written on the body of the battery, which is 180 amps. So we are taking it down to 180 amps. That is where we are right now. Now we'll go ahead and test. We are testing it, and in a moment the result will display. Good. We have our results for our second battery. A brand new battery as well, gotten from the battery store. And our battery test is also telling us this is a 180 amps battery, brand new battery. But the health is 10%. Our CCA is 327. It's bad, but it can still serve because it's above 100, so it will still serve us for some time. It's fully charged. The voltage is sitting on 13.09 volts. Internal resistance still on single digits, 7.44. This is good. So this will enable this battery still last for quite some time until the internal resistance go higher. Then it will eventually die off. But what this simply means is that I already have it in mind that this battery will not last me for a very long time, as you can see with the report we are getting from our battery analyzer. Thank you. Now we'll go ahead to test another battery, a brand new battery as well. So you see what we have. Follow me. Let's test this battery. The next battery we are testing is one of the highly rated batteries in Nigeria. When I mean highly, anybody you tell about this battery, you have this battery in your house. Oh my God, man, you've gotten a good battery. You've gotten an excellent battery. What happens? Why are these batteries bad? Now, why are these batteries really dead? It doesn't mean that the manufacturers of this battery produce bad batteries. No, they don't produce bad batteries. This is what happened. It is the time lapse, the time it takes moving this battery from the manufacturing company and the time it spends at the sea, the time it spends probably at the wharf where it is being cleared, and the time it spends in the warehouse before it gets to you. The battery has been dormant. And there is nothing, they don't do what we call battery boost to bring it back to life before selling it out to the public. So this is actually what causes this battery to die. And intentionally, they don't put manufacturing date. So you that is going to buy this battery cannot even tell how long this battery has spent before getting to you. This is the major problem. And this is why we are getting bad batteries. It doesn't mean that the manufacturers are producing bad batteries. Some might be doing, but for most of these batteries, if you get the brand new, like the one that had just been produced, that have not spent more than 6 months, your rating will be very high when you analyze it. But the problem is that these batteries have overstayed in the store. And when the battery stays dormant without being used, it just dies on its own. You understand? It will just die on its own. It will just be dying off. You understand? What one is supposed to do is that once in a while, they'll boost this battery and keep it at the level, a standby level of the battery. With this battery will be able to serve even when it is being sold. So it is the time delay from the company of manufacturing to that the distributor and to us that causes this battery to die off. not that the battery was produced bad. No. Sometimes too, our importers will go to the batteries that these manufacturers have seen that they are about to expire and import it and bring it down to us here to buy off. And they buy it at much lower amount and they sell it to us at a very exorbitant prices. We'll buy it. Meanwhile, these batteries are already dead. So there are a whole lot of things that could cause these problems that we are facing right now. Now, let's go ahead to test the battery. Like I said, this is a highly rated battery in Nigeria, but look at the result when we analyze it. It's a 200 amps battery, tubular battery, 200 amps. Now we've placed our analyzer on it, we increase it to 200 amps, and next we are testing. This is it. Watch the report of this battery. Boom! As you can see, it's a brand new battery. We've not charged this battery yet, but you can see that the battery health is sitting on 12%. It's not a good one. The cold crank amps is on 391 CCA. It's not really a good one, but it will still serve us. If you manage it well, up to 4 years, it will serve you. But the battery is bad. Like, there's no two ways about it. It's bad. It's a brand new battery. I bought this battery for I bought this battery for 165,000. You can get tubular batteries between 150,000 to even 250,000, depending on the company production and the size, the ampage of the battery you're buying. Now, the battery health is 12%. The charge is 93%. The voltage as at now is 12.2, telling you that it is relatively low. The thermal resistance is still sitting on single digit, telling you that this battery will still serve us a little before it eventually dies off, but not as we expected. And the rated amps is 1,120 amps. It's not a good one we are getting from our analyzer. So, brothers, you can see, this is the third battery I'm testing, brand new batteries, that our battery health is bad. These are brand new batteries. As you can see, this is still inside the carton. I don't want to show you the company name, but I know for those that are installing solar, seeing the picture alone, you already know the battery we are talking about. But let's go to the next battery that we are analyzing. This is also a brand new battery, as you can see, a 100 amps battery. I'm getting it out of the carton. All right, this is a 100 amps battery we are about to test, brand new. I bought this battery for 40,000. SMF battery, 100 amps SMF battery. Now let's go ahead and place our analyzer on it, and let's see the report we are going to get from this. Watch. Set at 100 amps, now we are testing. Watch the report from this battery. We are testing this now. And our report is here. Brand new battery. Not charged yet though. Battery health 3%. Our CCA 137. It remains small. Make this one die bata. This one self no even get level. It remains small. It don't die bata. Oh my God. Person spend the money, go market, go buy wetin. You just cool down, just spend your money as I talk. You just spend your money. Say make you go buy wetin you go use take enjoy. You go market, buy wetin. Chai. Not only for this country they happen. Not only for this country they see this kind of nonsense. Nobody there will go fight these people. How person go just sell this kind of thing? Give person at a high amount. This is 40K, my brother. I buy them brand new. I deal on batteries. Because of the issues with batteries in Nigeria, I don't store batteries in my warehouse. I don't store batteries. When the customer demands, I get a battery that is relatively new at least a single digit internal resistance, manageable, even if we can't get a good battery health. But let's have a single digit battery internal resistance. We can still manage the battery for quite some years, because it's really difficult to get a battery in Nigeria, without especially tubular batteries in Nigeria, that the battery health is up to 50%. It's really difficult. You can get it though, but it's difficult. It's scarce. Like it's scarce. Probably if you go to Alaba, you might be lucky to get this kind of batteries that I'm talking about. This 100 amps battery, the health is 3%, the charge is 38%, the internal resistance is double digits, 21.39. This battery is almost gone. Brand new battery, not used by anyone, probably except maybe from the company of manufacture. You can see, you followed me, I just brought it out from the carton. Brand new. Look at the internal resistance, 21.39. Look at the CCA, 137. How would they do ourselves this kind of thing? Just tell me, why we're going to do this kind of thing to ourselves? This is bad. This is really bad. All right, let's hit the next battery. Let's see what we got while testing this battery. The next battery we'll have here is a 75 amps AGM battery, AGM gel batteries. Brand new, still in the carton. We're about to test this. What happened here is that I took my analyzer to the market to sample batteries so that I can get a good battery that I can use to show you how to identify a good battery. So I went to the market with my analyzer. I tested this battery first before I purchased it, and you will also see the report by the time we test it here. All right, this is a 75 amps battery. This is a car battery. Now I've placed the analyzer on it. We are testing it right now. So as you can see, we'll select the battery as out of car. This, because it's not sitting inside the vehicle, you select now out of the vehicle. Then you select regular battery. You see the battery configuration. So we are looking for DIN. You see the battery. We are looking for DIN. Because it's a 75 amp battery, we'll select the lowest figure, 100. That's what we have here. You can see it's DIN. The configuration is DIN 75. So we just selected DIN 100, closest to the number. Now we are testing. Let's watch out for our results. Boom! Now, let's look at what we have here. This is a car battery, 75 amps car battery. The product does not even have name. The product, you not get a name, my brother. I know if you pronounce the name self. I check all the big ones where get name, then wait there for the market. All of them I know. All of them bad. Them bad. Like I tell you though, them bad. If you see the weight of this battery, when we carry them up, the weight not die. You gonna say this one make. As you can see for yourself, battery health 100%. I got this battery, I tested it after testing a whole lot of battery. After testing over 15 different makes of battery, all bad. Until I got, and very expensive. More expensive, much more expensive than this one. By the time I place my analyzer on this one, you can see the battery health 100%, charge 95%, internal resistance 5.72. This is the lowest we've seen so far. And the CCA is 277. Of course, you expect this. This is 75 amps battery, and we are getting CCA of 277. Should tell you that it is relatively high. And the rated amps, you can see 100. The battery is good. good, this will serve you. This battery is a car battery. This person will use this battery for at least, in fact, till it sells the vehicle. Provided that there's nothing eating up the battery from the vehicle, you will use this battery until you are tired. You understand? So these are the things you should look out for in getting a brand new battery. Look out for the health of the battery. Look out for the internal resistance of the battery. Look out for the cold cranking arms, the CCA of the battery, and possibly the volts. Not really necessary, but just check the volt to be sure that you are buying the right voltage for your use, either for your home use or for your car use. If the battery health is low, maybe less than 20%, and the internal resistance is still on single digits, my brother, buy you can manage that battery for quite some time. Buy. A battery is not the best of the battery you need, but you can manage that when you see such type of battery. If the battery health is low and the internal resistance is also high, is above 15 too high, sir. The internal resistance is above 10. Don't buy. Don't buy. It's not going to serve you. Don't buy. First, the battery should have a good weight. You should be able to know a battery that is weighty. I'm not going to start explaining all those stuff. Secondly, the internal resistance should sit on a single digit. Less from 5 and below. It should be between 5 and below to get a good internal resistance. Okay, let me just say from 6 below, you have a good internal resistance. Naturally, your internal resistance will sit at 0, but it's not possible to get any product at 0. You can get usually from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single digit internal resistance. Once it has entered, once your internal resistance have gone into double digits, the battery is already dying off. If you have single digit and the health is low, you can still manage that battery for some years. Your CCA is 3 times higher than the rated amps of the battery. So if you are getting a 100 amps battery, your CCA should be at least 300. If you are getting a 200 amps battery, your CCA should be at least 600. That is what I'm trying to explain. Your CCA should be at least 3 times higher than the amps of the battery that you're buying. This will serve you for a much longer time. Please, if this video has been helpful to you, please just do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and click on the notification bell so that you get more updates on our videos. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. I will respond to you as fast as possible. If you have any video you also want me to make, drop it on the comment section